All right, let's now go to the United Arab Emirates and let's get the coronavirus situation there. Joining us live is Kirsten Luna. Hello, Kim.
Thank you, Alma. Good evening there in the Philippines and good afternoon to our residents here in the UAE. For the latest updates on the COVID-19 pandemic, the UAE has conducted over 22,000 additional COVID-19 tests among UAE citizens and residents over the past few days. This resulted in the detection of 387 new coronavirus cases, taking the total number of infections in the country to 4,123. The good news is, all of mentioned new cases are in a stable condition and receiving the necessary care. The ministry also announced the full recovery of 92 new cases after receiving the necessary treatment, taking the total of those now recovered from the virus to 680. The large number of tests conducted by the UAE in a week span is thanks to the numerous drive-through testing centers that are continuously established across the UAE, equipped with the latest technology and manned by medical and technical staff from the Abu Dhabi Health Services Company, or SEHA, which is open daily from 8 a.m. until 8 p.m. Sunday to Thursday in Abu Dhabi and 10 a.m. until 6 p.m. from Sunday to Thursday on other Emirates. His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan also launched yesterday the National Home Testing Program for People of Determination, or the people with special needs, which is a first in the world. With regards to the living situation currently in the UAE, due to the COVID-19 pandemic, residents are required to follow the preventive regulations initiated by the authorities. Currently, we are required to follow the curfews, making way for the National Sterilization Program, which varies in every emirate. For example, here in Abu Dhabi, curfew timings are from 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. in residential areas and 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. in industrial zones and workers' accommodations. On the other hand, in Dubai, its disinfection program has been extended to 24 hours a day for a period of 2 weeks. In addition, closure of commercial centers, shopping malls, cinemas, and other entertainment destinations has been extended until further notice. On the other hand, the Ministry of Human Resources and Emiratization in Abu Dhabi has issued a new remote work policy for private businesses during the coronavirus crisis. Office-based workers must be limited to not more than 30% of any company's workforce. Exempt from this rule are companies operating in infrastructure, financial sector, hospitality, and medical industry, to name a few. Under the resolution, businesses affected by the COVID-19 may gradually set up the remote work system, grant their foreign employees paid leave, unpaid leave, temporarily or permanently cut their salaries, or lay them off. The ministry has allowed private sector businesses to restructure the contractual relationship with employees. The goal of these contractual changes is to be made in mutual agreement through gradual procedures. In light of this, special flights have been opened from Abu Dhabi and Dubai as part of the repatriation services for stranded passengers looking to return back home. As per the General Civil Aviation Authority statement last 3rd April, only passenger flights carrying the UAE residents and visitors wishing to return back to their respective home countries have been temporarily allowed after ensuring all relevant precautionary measures required by the Ministry of Health and Prevention have been taken. Public and private schools are also currently closed down, with the announcement from the Ministry of Education to continue the distance remote education. Back to you, Elma.
All right. Has the government uh, provided some form of financial aid for Filipinos there during this coronavirus crisis?
Yes, Elma. As I mentioned earlier, the Ministry of Human Resources and Emiratization has allowed businesses affected by the COVID-19 to a gradual restructure, including laying off employees if needed. In response to this, Philippine Consul General Paul Raymond Cortez shared on Friday that a one-time cash aid of 730 dirhams shall be given to Filipino expats whose employments were affected by the COVID-19 pandemic. To qualify for the financial assistance program, Dole ACOP for overseas Filipino workers stated that expats must have experienced job displacement because of the pandemic and must not have received any financial support from the host country or employers. To proceed, a downloadable application form as well as the full guidelines can be accessed by the Kabayans on the Polo Dubai and Polo Abu Dhabi website. After the submission of requirements, Polo will evaluate the application within 5 working days. If approved, the cash aid will be processed and then released via bank transfer or remittance. If not approved, though, the expert will be informed.
All right. Thank you very much, Kim. And
Thank
we'll wait for your more updates from the UAE. Thank you so much for your time.
Yes, of course. Thank you, Alma. Reporting again from Abu Dhabi, United Arab Emirates. This is Christine Luna. We live in interesting times.